Ah, can y'all hear me? Y'all see me? What's going on? All right, let's see. Turn this up in my headphones. I have no snare. There we go. All right. Hey, yo. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna bring my mic down. Yeah. Happy Sunday, everybody. Appreciate everybody pulling up, watching this on the back end, man. Y'all know the spiel by now, man. But yeah, I know it's a special day that we here. Special day, but you know, we weren't here yesterday, so I wanted to pull up. Got some things, got some things going on in the, on the home front that I got to handle today, a whole bunch of things going on, but yeah, that, afforded me the opportunity to, tap in with y'all real quick, man. But yeah, it's busy right now. It's busy, but it's, productive busy. Yo, all right, yo, we got in here early and often. Let's see. Boy, Jay is in the building. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you pulling up, dog. Hi, Train. Always gotta show up, man. QB in the building. What's up with you? Appreciate you pulling up, sis. My dog Pharaoh in the building. What's up? Appreciate you pulling up, big dog. Hope everything good y'all way, man. Hold on, let me go ahead and throw my camera up here on the prompty prompt. There we go. All right, we cooking now. All right, yeah, we cooking now. At least I think I am. No, we not. We not yet. No, we not yet. All right, let's see, hold on. And with chat, there we go. I need it with the chat. Get me right. There we go. All All right, now I can catch up. First of all, boom. Now we here. Now we here. Yeah, now we got to work. Now we got to work. Said I know the vibes. This past week of work been some BS. Oh man. Hey man, I'm glad you got your way through it, dawg. Say y'all missed me getting shot one time by the cop. Hey man. So that's your 7th death. Okay, all right, bet. Boy, Killer Cam in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up, dawg. There no deaths still. Okay, no deaths other than the 6 and 7 that we saw, you know. Said we have to hear about the fancy new tech. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's it sounding right now? Like, cause I just did a little bit of, you know, just setup on it, but you know, I ain't did nothing crazy yet. I ain't did nothing crazy. But one thing I do want to highlight, you know, like while I'm here, you know, I'm gonna do a greater breakdown, you know, in an actual pre-recorded video that I'm working on right now. But I figure no better time than now to just, you know, jump on stream and just kind of, you know, get a live, you know, get live feedback from how this thing is working, what you like, you don't like, whatnot. Said forgot it was game 7 last night. Oh yeah. We had some flop justice last night. Said need that P5 OST on a beautiful Sunday. Hey man, can't beat it. Hey yo, Sammy, what's going on with it? Appreciate you pulling up. Hit the like button, sub up on your boy, you know what I mean? We doing things over here. Said sounds crisp. Okay, sounds stellar. Bet. But yeah, this Elgato Wave XLR Pro that I just got yesterday. For those who are unaware, it's a digital mixer. It's essentially a digital mixer in a very, very small compact box. I can't lift it up and show you how small it is, but essentially, and I had like a little, like something I could, you know, compare it with on the air, you know, but this is like a mobile charging unit for your car. You charge it up via USB and you can jump your battery with it. Also has a flashlight on it. It has a very, very handy utility device. Recommend you get one if you don't have one already. But for the purpose of, you know, where we are here and now, it's about the size of this. And you see, you know, it's very easy to, you know, hold in the hand, very easy to, you know, to take with you, but it's a digital mixer. It's a digital mixer that you can plug, you know, various sources of audio into, 2 XLR mic inputs, you know, has a line in, line out, has an USB type C input as well that you can use, you know, like to plug in phones, plug in PlayStation, plug in, you know, another PC, which I have right now. I have it set up on my other PC, and you can essentially have this one digital mixer connected to multiple devices at the same time, which is really cool. So you can use your microphone on your PlayStation and on your streaming PC at the same time. You know, it's really cool. Said, does it come with software to make adjustments to your audio? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, sir. In fact, let's see. Let's see. See what I can do here. Change this, bring this over here. What I'll do, I'll just add a little source. display capture. Capture method. Yeah, display capture. Boom. Can y'all see that? I'm doing some live on the air stuff right now. Okay, cool. You see it. All right, bet. Let's see if I can bring this down a little. Sorry for the people watching on vertical. My bad for the vertical people. But yes, this right here is called Elgato Wave Link. I'm gonna see if I can stretch it out a little bit more. But it's covering up my camera right now. That's fine, whatever. But these are all the different sources that you can connect or have connected to your, your digital mixer. So I like the XLR1. The XLR1, that's my microphone. As you can see, every time I run my mouth, you see that level jumping. USB aux, that's my gaming PC or your PlayStation. Discord, I have set up. Yeah, system browser stuff. Stream Deck effects, Stream Deck music. I don't know what my Stream Deck music is. Oh, deck music. There we go. There we go. There's my deck music. So you have everything. You have everything all set up on there. And essentially, you can set up 5 what we call sub mixes from that. Great. And the second vertical column that you see on screen is the first sub mix. So of all the things that you can have, just illustrate it like that. If I wanted to mute my microphone in my ears, boom, I click that. And if you want to add something to the mix, you just simply click the plus sign. You want to take something away, click the little, 3 dots and eliminate it from the mix. It says delete this routing right here and get rid of it. But this first column is just like a mix that I have going straight to my headphones. So I have, like a mic monitor, just so I can hear myself in the microphone and whatnot. I also have, my own mix for, game audio, Discord, just so I can hear everything that's going on my computer. You need to have a headphone mix, if nothing else. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting, right? Stream mix. You can call them whatever you want, but this is where it gets a little interesting, right? You would add them the exact same way. You just click the little plus sign. It's going to start blank. When you're starting from scratch, you're going to have to add all these sources in individually. And for every individual mix that you have here, you can adjust the level for it. And it doesn't affect the mix that you have going on in your headphones or any other, output source that you want it to go to. Right now, I have my gaming PC muted because we don't need it on, just to avoid, any erroneous sounds popping up. But I have, Discord, so you guys be able to hear Discord calls. If I brought up something in, in Google Chrome, it's up. My music should be coming through. It need to be coming through. Hey. I don't know why it's going through. I don't know why it's going through that. Might have to see what's going on. But let's see. Stream Deck effects. Why did it go there? It needs to go to deck music. There we go. Now it's on deck music. I don't know why it switched, but okay. Anyway. But yes, your music, have it set up, where if you want your stream to hear the music, bang, you tap it right in there. If you want it to hear, want anything that you want your stream to hear, you just make sure that it's active on here, and you can adjust the levels for that individual mix that goes to your stream. Boom. It goes out, and you just assign it in OBS. You just assign it in OBS to, you know, to your output. Now, one thing that's really cool though. Now I'm gonna go into a couple things that are really cool, but one thing that's really dope on here is called the Mix Maximizer. Now, for my music people that are familiar with like music production, you know, like sound engineering, you know, you're familiar with, you know, like limiters and, you know, mastering compressors and things like that. That's essentially what this is, right? So this is to make sure that, you know, that your mix has, you know, a little bit of extra punch, a little bit of, you know, a little bit more volume, just to make sure that, you know, when ads come in, or when you go to another video or something like that, that, you know, the discrepancy in levels aren't, you know, just too crazy, right? Now, this is something that is exclusive to the Wave XLR Pro, to where if I have it cranked up to 85% right now. Like, these are things I had to do in OBS, you know, separately. I had to do this separately in OBS before, but now, fortunately, it has it right here in the mixer. So this is how my mix would sound without that mastering limiter on it, the Mix Maximizer, as they call it. So takes quite a bit of strength out of the mix. There's not as much power. There's not as much, you know, not as much presence in the mix, right? We bring that joint all the way back to where it's supposed to be. I usually have it cranked. I have it cranked like around 85. I like 85. You know, it presents a lot more presence. It's a lot more presence, and when you end up, you know, playing other, you know, videos and forms of content behind it, you know, your content doesn't sound like it's, you know, it's really low. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. So it has, you know, quite a few really cool features on it. Another one that is called audio ducking, and we'll get more into that probably a little bit later, but it's really dope. Really dope. I think it's a game changer feature in terms of it being a hardware, you know, implemented function, you know, which is really cool. Essentially, the device can dynamically change the volume of other audio sources around your microphone input, or any other input that you designate as the key or the trigger for the audio ducking. So, like, say for example, I'm playing a game, right? And I have it set at a certain level. Normally the levels are really cool, but something really dramatic happens and the audio just swells up, like the game sound just goes crazy, right? You know, all of a sudden your mic gets drowned out at a time where it normally would not be. With audio ducking, it recognizes that and dynamically changes the volume down to make sure that your voice remains the highlight, you know. Long story short, and we'll get into examples of it live on air, and I'm going to highlight it, you know, heavily, you know, in my video content that I'm working on at the moment. But really cool. Like, if there was one thing, I would say the audio ducking is the coolest thing about it. The audio ducking is crazy. You know, I'm using it right now. Actually. Oh, man, hold on, man. Hold on. My dog Ann in the building. What's up, birthday boy? Birthday boy, bye. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you pulling up, dog. Everybody, man, go ahead and wish the boy Ann a happy birthday, man. The The boy turned 69 today, man. The boy getting old, man. $69 is crazy. Yeah, exactly, right? So I have a low voice by nature, so ducking is something I'm interested in. Absolutely. You know, like for people that have like, you know, people that have voices that, you know, they're just, you know, a little bit more just relaxed and settled into the mix. You just need something to kind of separate yourself just a little bit. You know, EQing helps. EQing helps, you know, which, you know, this does also have. I can also, I guess I can get into that also, you know. You know what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy the display capture. We can go ahead and just go to the gameplay scene real quick. See, I'm gonna go ahead, copy. Yeah, there we go. Boom. We're gonna just shrink that. It ain't gotta be crazy. It ain't gotta be crazy. Just something, you know, so we can get the point across. Hey, yo, Coco the Nut. Appreciate you pulling up. Josh, what's up with you, man? Appreciate you pulling up too, man. But yeah. So I'm just gonna click on. No, y'all can see my cursor right here. You click this little wave icon right here. Click this little wave icon right here. It opens up all the parameters of your microphone or any other source that you click on or that you implement. But you see right here where it says hardware effects. It has a low cut filter on there. For those of us that have deeper voices, like Pharaoh, myself, I disable that. I like to keep the depth in my voice, You have an expander, which is essentially the opposite of a compressor. So you have like a compressor where when you have a compressor, you essentially squeeze the dynamic range into a tighter threshold. So the more quiet like sounds or like whispers that you may make in your voice, those would be pushed up to match the volume of your normal speaking voice. And when you scream really loudly, it gets pushed down. Towards the, dynamic range of your normal speaking voice. An expander is the complete opposite. So you set a threshold and everything that is below that threshold actually gets pushed to be quieter. So it's like a more forgiving noise gate, if you will. Voice tune, this is something that Elgato implemented. They just, all it does is, just kind of, just sweeten your voice up a little bit. I throw a little bit of salt and pepper on my voice, you know what I'm saying? Compressing, EQing, I'm sure, like you guys that are in the broadcast, that are into OBS, I'm sure at one point or another you have messed with compressors and equalizers. I won't bore you with that. But yeah. All of those effects are baked into the hardware, so you're no longer doing as much software processing, which is really cool. Because I've noticed a difference on, CPU usage. I've noticed the difference in my CPU usage. So it's been really cool, really dope. Yeah, it's really dope. Your CPU usage goes down when you don't have to process as many, you know, audio effects. The box does it for you. Let's see. What's your webcam? I ordered a 1080p one today. I use a mirrorless camera. Yeah, I actually have a mirrorless camera, so like I don't use a webcam. Yeah, I have a Sony mirrorless camera. Yeah, I saw people can barely see me. That's because you're playing in the dark, bro. You're playing in the dark. That has nothing to do with your camera. A camera is not gonna fix you playing in the dark. Yeah, a little Lowry seasoning, yeah, just throw a little seasoning on your joint, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just a little seasoning, nothing crazy, you know. But yeah, like this is a really cool device. It's a really cool device. And in a little while, like when we start, you know, like when we boot up a game or something like that, we'll get into audio ducking. And because I think that's a better example of using audio ducking than just, you know, my background music. I got that dialed in, so like I ain't really tripping too much off my background music. But when we play a game, it really makes a huge difference. It really makes a huge difference, because that way you can actually have your gameplay louder, you know. So as opposed to like adjusting it to where, you know, just ensuring that, you know, your voice won't get drowned out, you can actually turn your gameplay up a lot louder and make it more of an, you know, just an immersive experience for your audience, you know, so that whenever you do speak, boom, it just drops it just enough for your voice to be highlighted, and then it cranks you right back up into the action, baby. It's fire. Like Pharaoh, I would definitely like. We'll kick it. We'll kick it. Now, like I'm gonna you know, give you an example of it on here, but it's invaluable. Like I was doing tests when I was playing Doom. Like Doom be booming. Like you have a bunch of chaos. There's rock. There's, you know, metal music, gunshots, maiming, ripping, ass being whooped like only I can do. Y'all know how I do. I showed y'all how I do in Doom, so y'all already know what time it is. It was all that going on, but my voice did not get lost in all the mayhem, despite the fact that the sound was cranked. Y'all gonna see. Like having on hardware, like on hardware audio ducking is crazy. Because you can get audio ducking on OBS that's an audio, you know, that's an, you know, a VST that you can install. I believe it's on the compressor, but having it done on hardware, well done. Shout out to Elgato. And, you know, like not to glaze them, but I think it's the best piece of streaming equipment I've ever bought. Initially, we still running it through its paces, but this joint is fire. How much did it run me? It's $350, which considering everything that you get for it and what it does, in my opinion, it's a steal. In my opinion. And, you know, like in combination of with everything, how it integrates into, you know, if you have other Elgato products, I'll just put it like that. If you have other Elgato products, like, you know, like Stream Decks, or, you know, Stream Deck pedals, or Stream Deck mobile, like, you know, like you can get a Stream Deck on your phone now. You know, like you can download the Stream Deck app on your phone, and there, boom, you got yourself a Stream Deck, you know. But once you start implementing it with your Stream Deck, how, in whatever capacity you have it, that's when you start seeing the power of it, you know. That's when you see the power. That's when it becomes special. Because I have 2 Stream Decks. I have 2 Stream Deck Pluses. I actually had a third one. I don't need it anymore because I have audio ducking. Like, so I don't need to, you know, I don't have to monitor those as much anymore. But it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's worth it. To everything to do with your lighting? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, y'all should see all the lights that I have around me right now. This has nothing to do with my camera. Well, I won't say that. Very little, though. Very little to do. Yeah, boot up that clip of what happened on that platform. I will boot up one of your clips, man, but man, you be taking 45 years to open up a goddamn folder. You ain't got no clips. We can't clip nothing but you rotating the folder all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Being scared as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, James. All right. You know what? We can go ahead and demonstrate. Yeah, we can go ahead and demonstrate. Said, wait, you can change colors from here now? No, you can't, Train. Okay? No, you can't. You can't. And yeah, we can go ahead and display we can display audio ducking real quick, because what I'll do, let me see, I'm gonna actually see, deck music. Yo. See, it's, huh? It's too loud. It's too loud. See. See, I'll do ducking, duck amount, boom. All right, so y'all see that? A greater example. Hey, listen up. Ni hoai de, foai ching, ogmog, or actang foing now. Right now. And it comes right back, you know, when I'm not talking, you know. Now you can trigger the amount of the amount of ducking that it actually does. You know, I have it set to the most extreme part, you know. It can be, you know, a medium amount, or it can be a low amount, you know. But Pharaoh, I don't know if you're still here for it or not, but that is essentially an example of audio ducking, and it's so cool. So cool. Like, without your hands, your mix responds to you dynamically. Long story short. Yo, man, my dog, man. Yo, my dog, man. My dog know what's up. Oh, man, that's great. But yeah, that's essentially audio ducking. That's audio ducking right there. You know, like, I can go over it in greater detail, but the fact that it's done all on this hardware is really fire. That you don't have to set up, you know, an OBS plugin that's going to take up, you know, processing resources off what you're trying to do. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's really cool. You know, because all of these effects that you apply that don't get processed, you know, on a hardware level, they introduce latency and they take up resources on your computer from what you're trying to do, you know. So you have things that can be handled, you know, on the hardware level. That's sick, man. Go ahead, crank myself up a little bit. There we go. I like that. I like it. But yeah, that is the that's audio ducking. That's audio ducking. See, I'm still gonna bring myself down just a taste. Boom. There we go. I don't need the ducking in my ear. I want to hear that. I want to hear that bump. I want to hear that bump, man. But yeah. So I don't know, Pharaoh, if anyone else is in here that has any other questions, things like that, man, feel free to holler at your boy. Feel free to holler at your boy. You know what I mean? And because I just activated it on here. You get direct monitoring for your microphone, so you can actually bypass all the effects. You can bypass all the effects, all the software effects, all the hardware effects, so you can get a low latency, you know, like in-ear monitoring of your voice. So you can always just kind of, you know, hear how you sound, things like that. Some people like to hear themselves in the microphone when they're talking, you know, and definitely allows you to do that. Yo, Josh, yeah, man, Josh in here too. Yeah, man. You know, I don't know when you got here. I forgot when you got in here. I don't know if you saw, you know, the things, you know, if you saw the, you know, the audio ducking, if you saw the, you know, like the mix maximizer, but this is a really cool piece of tech right here, Josh. Honestly, this might be my favorite piece of streamer gear that I've ever gotten. So I'm weird with that. I like hearing myself, but during radio days, it felt weird. I feel you. Like most times I don't like to hear myself. Like for like the last 7 years that I've been broadcasting, I don't use monitoring. I'm only using monitoring right now to test the feature. I'm testing the feature right now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like continue to use it or not, but we'll see. We'll see. Like the fact that it's, you know, it's so low latency though. Like the latency on it is crazy. It's crazy low. So it's not distracting anymore. It's not distracting. Like if you wanted to like monitor a mix, like you can safely do it now without feeling, you know, it being a distraction to you. You won't be talking over yourself anymore. Said she gonna kill the damn battery. Oh, you know what, man? Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. The fuck is going on, Train? You know? See, now you can't talk. Now you can't talk, dog. Now you can't talk. Say in the future I can see myself upgrading to that. I would recommend it. I recommend it. Josh, do you use like an XLR mic? Like, do you use like a pro audio mic, or like what mic do you have? So you, okay, you have an XLR. Okay. See, I like what I saw, but I don't need it right now. Money reason number one. Hey, I feel you. I feel you 100%. I mean, shit, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. I mean, if anything, by the time you get it, if you decide it's still for you, hey man, it'll be even better. Elgato definitely, like, they upgrade their products in time, you know. Like, it would not surprise me one bit if they make, like, you know, a larger version of this, you know, call it, you know, the Wave XLR Pro, you know, Wave XLR Studio, something like that. And Elgato, if you use that name, I know where you got it from. But call it the Wave XLR Studio to make it fully like rack mountable, have more I/O on it, you know. One thing that I would like to have as a part of the onboard DSP, and I don't know if that can be actually changed through firmware or not, but I would have loved to have like an onboard de-esser. Like, that's one thing that I feel like is, you know, slightly missing. And I would like to, I know this is a software thing, but I would like in Wavelength if I had, you know, well, I'll talk about that in my video. Don't give away what we can sell, Jet. But very, very nice piece of hardware, you know. And people, we here on this fine Sunday. We usually not here on this fine Sunday when we doing the Lord's work. We doing product showcases. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button while you're here, man. You know, I'm up here trying to drop game, trying to bless the good people with this hardware that we just got that's hot off these streets. It's not even officially on sale yet. You know, you had to be a part of the early access to get this. You know what I'm saying? So please hit the like button if you haven't done so already, man. Said, hey Jet, I need to know when the roast part 2. Wife wants to know what the scenario is. I'm doing this. Oh, she want to watch. Oh, bet. Okay. Let me see. I'm streaming the State of Play. I'm streaming the State of Play on Tuesday. That's going to be like around 2 p.m. here, 5 p.m. on the East Coast. If you're good Tuesday, we can do that there. If not, on the weekend, either after Summer Games Fest or the following Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, all of those options are okay by me. Yo, Phil, what's that? I'm with you, baby. Appreciate you pulling up, dog. How you living? Said free Tuesday. All right, bet it up. All right, it's up then. It's up then. It's up on Tuesday. Yeah, didn't we just have a state of play? Like in February. I think it was February, something like that. This week finna be a movie, man. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Yeah, this week definitely gonna be a movie. Definitely gonna be a movie. I'm here for it. I'm here all day. At the gym chilling, about to hit this chest workout. Hey man, do your thing, man. Do your thing, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate the fact that you included your boy in your festivities, man, in your ritual, man, in your level up rituals, man. Appreciate the fact that you can include your boy in that, dog. But yeah, man, this week definitely gonna be a movie. That's a fact. That's a fact. Said the go-to stream, yo, man, that mean a lot, dog. That mean a lot, dog. My muscles are bigger. Yo, hey, yo, is that a pause, man? Is that one? Is that one? 'Cause I don't know, man. That might be a little crazy. I don't know, man. Is that crazy? Is that crazy or is that a reach? But I don't know. I feel like that might be a little crazy. Talking about your muscles are bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dog. I don't know. If Naughty Dog come up empty-handed, just shut them down. They ain't never gonna do that. They ain't never gonna do that. Man. Ain't made nothing in 7 years, man. They still ain't gonna, man. Anyway. Said possible reach, but I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. Talking about something you got is bigger. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Check something real quick, though. Make sure. Oh, it might have been because of that. Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna make sure though. Gonna check something real quick. Yeah, we gonna check something real quick. Hold on. Turn that display capture off. Okay. All right, bet. Okay. So it's cool. Yeah, it was just because my computer was asleep. All right, bet. So we cool. But yeah. Did anybody have like questions questions or, you know, things that they were curious about, you know, pertaining to this Wave XLR Pro, man, because again, it's really dope. It's really dope. One thing I did notice though, because one thing that's cool about it is that you can have your gaming PC and your streaming PC hooked up to this one device, the XLR Pro. They can be hooked up simultaneously. They have two ports that you can use as I/O, so that even if you don't want to stream or create content, you can still boot up your gaming PC. Your gaming PC will power the mixer and you will still be able to use it. You know, just have a pair of headphones or have it out to your speakers or whatever it is you end up doing. But I did notice it's a little bit glitchy when using what they call it the standalone mode. It is a bit glitchy. So I've had to, like, you know, restart the software and restart the device itself. I'm not sure if it's something that I'm doing or may need to update or something like that. But that is something I noticed. That's something I noticed. Maybe, you know, I can reach out to Elgato themselves and they perhaps might have some pointers for me, but that's something I noticed. When using standalone mode, there were times in which I would just have to shut down Wavelink and unplug and replug the device, you know, from the port to get it, you know, to get standalone mode working again. Other than that, it works really well though. The headphone out on it is better than the Wave XLR Mark 1 that I was using, you know. And just listening to my mic being monitored right now, I like how my mic sounds better too. I like how my mic sounds better. I'm not sure if that has to do, you know, with, you know, the 32-bit processing that's on it as well. But again, I'm getting into super techie nerd stuff, but whole lot of, you know, nice upgrades that I noticed. I noticed a nice bit of upgrades just on the technical front. My headphones do sound better out this joint. Like that, all that being said, like if you're a streamer or you're a podcaster, I think one of the coolest things about this is its portability. Like you can literally put an audio mixer in your pocket now, you know. Like you can record a podcast, you know, just you have, you know, this, a stream deck, your laptop, and a couple mics, and you good to go. You know, like you're legit podcast ready at that point. Now, if you want to hook up, like, you know, like cameras and things like that, I mean, like cameras, lights, or whatever accoutrement that you have, you know, to accentuate your setup, you know, to have it looking crazy, that's on you. But if you just want to get off the ground and be able to record a podcast, man, Elgato has a very, very nice ecosystem. And that's something that, you know, I was just interested in, you know, in discussing. I'm gonna, you know, break it down further in my video, but that's something I think is really fascinating. The fact that Elgato with this product in particular has created an ecosystem. They created a creative ecosystem to where you no longer have to go outside of it for anything, which can be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. You know, it's a very, very it's an Apple-y way, you know. You know, like I have, just looking at all the different Elgato products that I have right now. I have an Elgato pedal. I have an Elgato capture card. I own 4 stream decks. I have 2 on my desk right now. The other 2 I'm going to be selling. I have a Stream Deck XL and I have a Stream Deck Plus that I'll be selling. So I have 4 Stream Decks total, 2 that are on my desk. I have an Elgato prompter. I have this XLR Pro. I have their mic arm. There are just so many different products that they have and that they can sell you, just to make sure that, that you can get your product off the ground, whatever it is, that you can start getting your bars off, man. It's really dope. It's really dope. Like we live in an era where everybody likes to complain. But when things work, people don't really say things. People don't, like you don't have the same energy. Like people scream out when things are going wrong for them. And they should. But when something is going right, usually people just sit back and enjoy the fact that things are going right. And they just do the work, with everything going well for them. This has been nothing but good for me. This has been nothing but a good product for me, and I look forward to experimenting with it more. I only have one complaint about it so far. I only have one complaint, and a whole bunch of praises. And like with the ecosystem that they've created, man, it's fire. It's fire. I like it. The new version of the Wavelink software has definitely, it's been a bit of a controversial release too, but I haven't had any, significant problems with it, fortunately. Yeah, it's integrated well for me. Other than the fact that standalone mode is a little wonky sometimes. But yeah, if anybody has any questions or things that they want to, kick it about, let me know. Holla at your boy. Please hit the like button again for y'all, for people that are still here. Linda Harvey, what's going on? Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you pulling up as always. But yeah, like between, the mix maximizer, the audio ducking, like the direct monitoring, it's dope piece of hardware. Not to mention that it saves on your computer's resources as well, The Jay-Z Roots Festival freestyle. Oh, man. Jay-Z Bone. Oh, man. Jay looked like, he was straight East 1999 Eternal out here, man, My boy was straight creeping on the come up out here, man. That's crazy. But I thought the freestyle was dope. But it's just funny how, whenever Jay-Z burns bridges, that, he always goes back to home base. That, while he's burning bridges, like the first thing that he does is, go out and, he creates, these strategic alliances. And it usually goes back to where, he's either, reconciling with Cam. Now he's reconciling with State Property. When he was beefed out with Cam and all them, he reconciles with Nas. It's his playbook. It's his playbook. Whole Thugs in Harmony. I'm gonna diss everybody. I'm gonna diss everybody. Come on, man. Come on, man. Whole Thugs in Harmony, man. You ain't gonna miss everybody. He gonna diss everybody. That's crazy. But essentially, that's how I feel. I mean, the thing is, man, like, I dislike the people that he dissed even more than him. I think Jay-Z has a cool catalog. His catalog is cool. But just observing Jay-Z and how Jay-Z rolls, man, I'm not a huge fan of Jay. But I'm lesser of a fan of the people that he dissed. So, hey, he gets a point for that. You know. But yeah, that's the Jay-Z playbook right there, you know. Whenever he going at it with somebody, man. He bring out some new friends, or this beef that he squashed, you know, like it. Nah, you know, whatever. Said that was the best mid 16 I ever heard. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like I'm past the point now to where I just expect Jay to body shit. I'm past that point. Like I ain't expecting Jay to just come out and just be, you know, I ain't expecting him to be Jigga. I ain't expecting him to be, you know, like Jay-Z the hustler Jay-Z. Like that was the Jay-Z that I liked. I liked the, you know, Reasonable Doubt through Volume 2. Like that was probably like my favorite like rendition of Jay-Z. I like Blueprint and Blueprint 2 Jay-Z too. I did like Blueprint and Blueprint 2. But like just the mentality, not necessarily like the rapping skills. Like he was always dope as an MC. He's a dope rapper. But just like where he was, you know what I mean? Like when he was rapping like the hustler, that's what I like. That's when I like Jay-Z. And that's why I liked American Gangster so much, because it was a thematic album to where he intentionally rewound himself back to the content that he spoke about on Reasonable Doubt, you know. So I like 444 more what he was rapping about. I mean, it was more reflective of the place that he was in. Yeah, sure. You know, it was a very, I mean, I would say as authentic of a Jay-Z could be right now in his life, you know. But if you're telling me to put, you know, 444 next to the Blueprint, 444 next to, you know, next to Reasonable Doubt, next to, you know, Volume 2, you know, next to the Dynasty, I'm nah. that's just like they're different people. They're different people, you know. That Reasonable Doubt is always gonna be my favorite. Hey man, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. Hey man, you know, Can I Live? Can't Knock the Hustle, you know, Friend or Foe, 22 Twos, you know, Feeling It. you know, which is one of my favorite songs on there. Like, man, it's like something that's, yeah, he had gems on there, man. He had gems. I mean, not to mention Brooklyn's Finest, you know, which is, you know, special for a whole bunch of other reasons, you know what I mean? But that J has been gone. That J has been gone. You know, like we don't have that J no more. We don't have that J no more. You know, like the Jay-Z that used to, you know, like one of my favorite verses from Jay-Z, just, you know, just like going back, was like from Vini Vidi Vici, Ja Rule's debut album, man, where him, DMX, and Ja Rule's all on one track together, man. That is murder joint, man. Like, man, all three of them spaz, man. But Jay, Jay was wildin'. Jay was wildin'. And like that was the Jay-Z before he recruited all of Philadelphia and started stealing their style. That was when Jay was Jay. You know, Jay wasn't, you know, he wasn't, you know, he didn't pull the Agent Smith on young Chris. You know what I mean? You know, Jay-Z started whispering, like doing that little whisper flow, man, had everybody thinking that was his, man. Nah, man, he jacked that from a 16-year-old kid that he signed just so he could study him. You know? And shout out to Chris, man. He'll never say it, but man, we know what it is. We know what it is. That Jay-Z was Drake before Drake. I mean, you go all the way back, and you know the crazy thing is, I remember there was like a Degrassi spotlight where they were like talking to like the cast members. And that's how I knew that Drake had an interest in music, or Aubrey Graham. I knew that he had an interest in music because I remember when they did that like background, like, you know, behind the scenes type of thing, he was rapping. He was rapping, and he always talked about his admiration for Jay-Z. Even then, there's no coincidence that Drake is the Drake we see now. No coincidence. He simply emulated the people he admired. He emulated the people he admired, man. Said Jay-Z Jazz-O era. What? Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I mean, Big absolutely influenced the post Jazz-O Jay-Z. You know. But the Jazz-O Jay-Z was fire though. The Jazz-O Jay-Z was fire too. Big L, man. If only, man. If only. Of all the possibilities, like, to me, Big L is the biggest what if in like hip hop history to me. Like him and DOC. Him and DOC, man, are to me like just the biggest what if stories, man. He was. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That Big L was out of here. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. That the Big Picture album. Yeah. I mean, like, man, I rocked with Big Picture and Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous, man. It's like he was like Big, that he only dropped one album while he was alive. Like Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous was the only joint that he dropped while he was alive. Yeah, come on, not casualties of a dice game. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's why I say, man, Big L's the best storyteller ever. He was the best storyteller ever in rap. You know, he just didn't live to get the flowers and get the, you know, get the recognition for it. But you break it down like Casualties of a Dice Game, The Heist, like, man, all these joints, man, like, man, Big L, man, come on now. Come on now. Like, man, like Big L's mind was not on earth, bro. Big L's mind was not on earth, man. He was doing this shit in 1996 and 1997. It's crazy, man. So I bought that album in 99 with the drag on. The drag, yo, man, not opposite of H2O, man. And the crazy thing, man, I was and still am a big Drag On fan, but man, that album was so bad, bro. That album was so trash, man. All day, what's going on with you, baby? Appreciate you pulling up, dog. But man, that album was so trash, dog. But I still rocks with Drag, man. I still rocks with Drag, man. Drag is my guy. That's my guy, man. Like, man, like the Rough Riders, man. Rough Riders, they were the crew, man. They were the crew. I still got all my Clue mixtapes. Yeah, they might be, man. Might be worth something. You know, if nothing else, man, they worth something to you. They worth something to me. You know, they probably ain't worth shit. You know, in the way today's hip hop fan, you know, their sentiments. You know, through the lens of today's hip hop fan, man, those Clue mixtapes don't mean nothing. But man. That Green, man, come on now. Come on now. And Green Lantern tapes were, man, those were almost as prominent as the Clue joints. But yeah, man. If only, man. If only, man. I hate that hip hop has so many what if stories, man. So many what if stories, man, for terrible reasons. You know, like it's one thing if you have like a situation where, like, you know, and it doesn't make it any easier, but, you know, I mean, Pun wasn't taken by, you know, by violent tragedy. You know, it's still tragedy, but it wasn't violent. So many people that we lost due to, you know, senseless violence, man. It hurts. It hurts. Yo, Dallas, what's going on with it, man? Man, ain't too much going on, man. We're just doing like a little casual kick it. I usually don't go up on Sundays, man. So we're just doing like a little casual kick it. But I was highlighting the newest piece of hardware that I just got. You know, it's called it's the new Elgato digital mixer, the Wave XLR Pro, which is really, really dope, dog. Really dope. If you're like, you know, streamer, content creator, podcaster, man, very, very dope piece of tech, man. Hope you're doing good over there, bro. Yeah, very dope piece of tech. I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna be coming out my pre-recorded video retirement, man. It's about to be going down. I'm about to be making like I'm trying to plot it out whether I do one video or two based on this, you know, that approach it from, you know, different angles and whatnot. But I'll be making content around this device, you know. I'm about to say, I thought it was no dope on Sundays. Hey man, what can I say, dog? What can I say, man? Hey man, gotta feed the streets, man. Gotta feed the streets when you can, dog. But yeah, man, I hope you and the family blessed over there, brother. Say, oh, you a YouTuber? Hey man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but when inspired, yes. There will absolutely be some more pre-recorded content. I don't want to be that person that just makes videos about nothing or regurgitates the same video over and over. That's one thing I noticed. Like, I ain't trying to down nobody. I'm really not. But it's just something I observed. But man, a whole lot of these like MCU, like people that like specialize like in like MCU coverage, they make the exact same video over and over. Like, yo, there's a new rumor coming out about the trailer, about the new Spider-Man trailer or the Avengers Doomsday trailer. It might be dropping. There's a word that could be dropping this Tuesday. You know, then Tuesday come and go. Nah. Oh man, it might be coming on Friday. It's the same video. They just change it from Tuesday to Friday though. It's same video. I'm like, yo, man, like y'all really out here on that Griff mission. Like it's crazy. You see, I feel that I'm over here pretending to be a musician. I've been quiet too long. Hey, man. And that's crazy, man, because you are, man. Stop sitting on it. Pause. Stop sitting on all that material, bro. Stop sitting on all that material, bro. Yo, like, for real, man. Like, put that out, bro. Put that out, bro. Like, man, you like, for those that don't know, man, like Dallas is fire. Man, Dallas is fire. So if focus on YouTubers, take a subject and have that shit go for 6 months. That's a fact. GTA creators do it the most. GTA creators probably up there. Yeah, I would imagine. But at least they can constantly like create content around Grand Theft Auto 5 until 6 come out. Like, man, Nintendo creators are bad too. I've noticed that too. Like, since I got a Switch too, like the Switch, the Nintendo community has absolutely, like, you know, been flooding my algorithm for whatever reason. They've been flooding my algorithm, man. So I get flooded with a whole bunch of like YouTube videos of like different Nintendo creators talking about this damn Zelda, Star Fox, and all this, man. Like, now I'm hearing everything about these Nintendo Directs, when it may or may not be happening, what's on it or not on it, things that should and shouldn't be in the remake. I'm like, oh Lord, like, yo, I'm getting hit with mad griffs. Yo, man, I can't avoid the grift now, man. So he really is. Yeah, man. Like, Dallas get busy. So I leave that community alone. They too much, man. All these communities is crazy. They all crazy, bro. They all crazy. Yeah, PlayStation creators, yeah, they crazy. They crazy too, for sure. That Switch 2 has been a dud since it dropped. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Switch 2 is the highest selling console of all time. But one thing that I at least got out of it, I did not really use my Switch 1 very much. So a whole lot of these games that are being upgraded for Switch 2 are new experiences that I didn't play on Switch 1. So, you know, like I get a little bit more mileage out of mine. Like I replayed Breath of the Wild. I did beat Breath of the Wild on the first Switch, but now I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom. I had never played Tears of the Kingdom before, so that's a new experience for me. I'm gonna play Metroid. Man, Metroid was mid. Dang, that's crazy. I mean, you know what though? As long as it's not bad. As long as it's not bad. I'm okay with playing some mid sometimes. Like everything don't have to be the greatest thing on earth either. You know, I'm okay with some mid. Assassin's Creed is mid, you know. I'll play some, you know, Assassin's Creed every now and then, you know what I mean? That PC creators got their tinfoil hats right now, but they right because the truth is out there. Wait, what's going on? What are you speaking of specifically? Let me turn my mic monitor up. So all Metroids got a 90 plus. This joint is in the 70s or 80s. I listen to my own opinions. I don't listen to review scores because people say, or people talk about like what outlets give as if all reviews from that outlet were done by the same person. I don't pay attention to review scores like that if it's a game that I'm interested in. If it's a game I'm interested in, I don't pay too much attention to that. Because like you look up those people that gave it a 90 back then. I'm sure it's not the same people that reviewed Metroid Prime 4 today. Not today specifically, but in the current day and age. Like people oftentimes will, will use that for a sense of projection. I played and beat it. It was mid. I'm okay with mid though. I'm alright with mid. Said definitely check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Said just a lot of weird stuff in the tech world right now. Yeah, it is. The fact that, Nvidia doesn't care about gamers at all, and they don't care about gamers whatsoever, This 5090 might be lasting me until the year 5090. You know what I mean? Yeah, whole empty desert, man. I mean, hopefully the game is not centered too much around that. I would hope not. Said, what's wrong with mid? Mid got me through some tough times. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. I put mad hours in some mid, man. The Division 2. Man, I put mad hours in that mid ass shit right there, man. Me and Sim put a lot of hours into that mid, man. That 5090 definitely my last. Hey, man. Hey, we in the same boat, dog. Said Crimson Desert can be kind of mid, but is greater than the sum of its parts. Some games are like that. Some games are like that, you know, and it depends on what you're looking for from the experience too. You know, that is a great example of your mileage may vary. You know, if you don't mind the busy work and just the busy work and more busy work that game will throw at you, man, before you know, in between the good shit, man, you cool, because it does seem like there are absolutely redeeming qualities about it. Bats loves the game. I know Pharaoh, he's a fan of the game. I just couldn't, it couldn't hold my attention long enough to get to those good parts. Say mid is always cool, but when we talk about a franchise known for 90 plus and they want 70 for it, it's Nintendo. It's Nintendo, you know. It's Nintendo. You know what they're gonna charge. Yeah, you know what they're gonna charge. I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's a lot of games that was, you know, that's in the 70 and 80 range that still asks for, you know, $70, man. That's just the going rate. That's unfortunately, man, just the cost of doing business a lot of the time. You know. So, there's a lot to love. I'm saying that as a person who dropped it around chapter 9. I mean, if you got to chapter 9, I would have to assume that there's a lot that, you know, that you found worthwhile enough to keep you going for that long. You know, I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't put that past it. I just, man, there's just no way I could get there. There's no way I could get there. So I hope GTA 6 come out. Yeah, yo, do you know who's publishing this game? Do you know who's publishing this game, sir? He said, I doubt it. Sir, killer, do you know who is the same people that's publishing this game is the same people that put out NBA 2K. I would love for a company to stand up and be the example. Take-Two are not going to, though. It won't be Take-Two. It won't be them. Hells no. Hells no. I would love for that to happen, though. I would love for that to happen, but man, not a chance. Not a chance in hell that happens. I am so sure that doesn't happen. If it is true, I will personally reward your faith. I would buy your copy and mine, killer, if that happened. If it launched at $59, if it launched at $59.99, I would absolutely buy your copy. It's not about the fact that that games have done it. They're not gonna do it. not anything that is released by Take-Two. They are going to, man, they're gonna be Jay jerking. You know what I mean? I'm not like, but this is not about the quality of the games. This is about who's behind the release of the game. This is about the money people that's behind this game. Armored Core 6 and Baldur's Gate are not backed by Take-Two. They're not published by Take-Two. Man, Take-Two is like, man, bitch better have my money. That's them. These are the architects of VC. These are the architects of Shark Cards. These are architects of the people that turned WWE 2K into NBA 2K. They turned it into that. There is no way that they're not going to get every penny. And they know that they have the hottest entertainment property on the planet Earth. There's no entertainment property that sells more than Grand Theft Auto, that generates more than Grand Theft Auto. There is no way they give it away on sale. They may charge more. They may charge more. Yeah, Take-Two wanted up, man. Come on now. Come on now. And with that property, they know they can get it. They can get away with selling it for 80. You know, like, man, we talking about shaving $10 off, man. They can get away with adding another $10 and folks still gonna buy it. Tapping their veins. And it's a wrap. There's no way that happens. You say, you know, I ain't going for no reggae edition. You know what? I tell you what. If it launches at $60, I will pay for your collector's edition. That's how sure I know this is not happening. It's not gonna happen. I will buy your collector's edition. There's no way that happens. It would be so cool if it did. It would be so cool if it did. But man, we out of there. We out of there. Let's see. Say I rock with you too much. Hey, you buy that for me. Look, man, I would not be buying it for you, cause ain't no way I'm losing that bet. I would not be buying it for you. That's how confident I am in the result of that. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be buying it for you, dog. I wouldn't be. But low key, depending on where we at with the channel by November, man, I might do something for Grand Theft Auto. I'm not sure what yet. I'm not sure what, but I may do something for Grand Theft Auto. Depending on where we at. Depending on our growth and our expansion and all that, you know what I'm saying? If we can expand the ranks of the NWO just a little bit, man, we might do a list something. Might do a list, something. Nothing crazy. Low key. See, we've been on for about an hour and a half. Okay. I might actually demonstrate this audio ducking. might demonstrate this audio ducking real quick with the actual game, so y'all can see it. You know, I can see it actually implemented. And if you want to, I can also show y'all how it works with a PlayStation, as well. Because you can actually hook it up to where your PlayStation is an auxiliary device, and you know, you can use, you know, your headphones that are plugged into the XLR Pro. And this is the kicker, you can use your stream mic in PlayStation chats. So when you jump in a PlayStation party chat, you won't be using, you know, whatever your headset mic is or whatever that is. You can use your actual microphone. You can use your actual headphones, you know, in PlayStation chats, you know, which is really dope, or on your PlayStation content, whatever it is that you do, you know. But it's really dope. It's really dope. So if y'all would like to experiment with that a little bit, hey, we can do that too. So I fucks with that. There we go. There we go. My man. My man. I know that was one thing. I know he's not here right now, or at least I don't think he is. But shout out to Wolf. Shout out to Wolfgang. He was really interested in seeing how, you know, it implements with, you know, a PlayStation 5. So can definitely cover that. Now I will be covering that greater in my, you know, in my video as well. But, you know, being a, you know, a trained recording engineer and music producer, I feel like I can provide a little bit of insight that, you know, a lot of these other reviews haven't had, you know, just based on, you know, based on my background. So definitely look forward to that. Anyway, let's switch scenes, man. Let's switch the scene up, man. Boom. Activate my wake up. Wake up. There we go. There we go. Said skill set be skill setting. Hey man, you got to deploy it sometimes, man. You got to deploy your weapons, man. Yeah, you got to deploy your weapons, bruh. All right, there we go. Let's see. Go ahead and make sure my sound patch through. See, and this is low-key what I'm talking about. Sometimes Wavelink has been acting a little bit weird. There we go. There we go. So when my PC went to sleep and I awakened it, Wavelink was already open. It wasn't registering any sound anymore, which was really strange, but I just need to restart the program and we're back now. Y'all hear that though? Y'all hear that though? And again, I'm just gonna, you know, use Doom as an example because Doom is a very, very loud game. You know, we can try it with a variety of different other games, but Doom is very, very loud. And like with the, you know, the audio ducking feature, it works really well with this game. So like what it allows, hold on. What it allows you to do, essentially, it allows you to crank your game volume up a little louder than normal so that, you know, your audience, you guys, can be more immersed in the experience without, you know, having to worry about your voice being drowned out whenever you decide to talk, you know. So when you are talking, your voice is highlighted, but when you're not talking, it picks back up, you know. But while you're talking, your voice gets, you know, your voice is highlighted, you know, which is really cool. See, like right now, I have it set to the low setting. It's on the low. But if I set it on the high, that's how it sounds, you know? And when I stop talking, boom. So that's essentially what, you know, audio ducking is. It's really dope. And, you know, you can adjust, you know, how much it ducks, how much it doesn't duck, whatever. So like I have it on, you know, the highest setting, so it ducks down quite a bit, but this would be the medium setting here, you know. Yeah. 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 But yeah, it essentially, you know, keeps your voice highlighted, you know? It's fire. It's fire. You know? So, question, people. How does this sound in your opinion? How does this sound like going forward? Like, is this, you know, is this like a decent level at where we at right now? Let me know, son. See. See that right there? Bam. Yeah, that right there. Despite all the carnage and chaos that's going on around me, we still good. We still good. We still cooking. We still cooking with the cookware and the grease and all that. Now I'm talking about regardless of all the craziness that's going on, you know? Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want ducking in my mix, though. There we go. I want to just hear that thing. I need to just hear this thing here. I need all that. I want all of it. Says sounds great. There we go. There we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Said sounds great. Perfect. Perfect. See, now Killer, I'm gonna, and Phil, thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best, man. I'm trying to do the Lord's work. It is Sunday after all, you know what I'm saying? But how does the ducking feature sound? So like when I'm not talking, does the game sound better to y'all? Does the game sound, like something like y'all can still stay in the action, but does it drop down enough for y'all to be able to hear me? Yeah, holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Like, I'm doing this to, I want to highlight it, but at the same time, we're gonna be doing a lot of streams this week. And I want to make sure that we on point with it. You know. I want to make sure that we on point. We ain't gonna have too much, trial and error that we got to do on the stream. I want to make sure we righteous. So yeah, like any and all feedback that y'all can share with me, man, please do. Turn my mic monitor up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I feel good now. I feel good. I ain't gonna front. Like, Josh, if you still here, man, like I can get used to the mic monitoring. I'm okay with having mic in my ear. Having the mic in my ear, man, that way I feel like, it feels less like I'm wearing headphones. Feels like I'm just kicking it with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And light your goofy ass up. Let's talk about it. What you talking about, boy? You talking about, boy? What you talking about, boy? Hold that. But yeah, I like this device right here. Like, now that we getting it all dialed in, man, I feel like we might be able to make some magic with this thing here, man. We making magic. And thank y'all for being my guinea pigs. I appreciate that. What you talking about, boy? What you mean, boy? What you need, boy? Who else out here? Where you at? There you go. There you go. I love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah. That sounds great. Sound is punchy and kick in at the right time. Yo, there we go. Kick in at the right time. That's what I want. That's what I need right there. That's great feedback. Thank you. Like, all sound sources are welcome too. Like, you listen on earbuds. Yo, that's solid. That's solid. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Light y'all ass up. Let's talk about it. See how your boy just cleared them rooms, boy? See how your boy just cleared that room? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Bang, let's go, boy. Oh, I did not get hit by them. That's some bullshit. Damn, couldn't get it. There we go. So you ready for Tuesday? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be in the building. So game audio goes loud when you stop talking. Exactly. So you guys can be immersed in the gameplay when it's you know. Damn. Yeah, so that you guys can be immersed in the gameplay a little bit more when I'm not speaking, but the game audio doesn't overpower me when it's kicking up. You know what I'm saying? You get the best of both worlds. Damn, what you talking about, boy? Yeah, that feature, Josh, is called audio ducking. Boom. Throw that shield at everybody. Everybody get it. Everybody get it.
Commander, we need assistance out here.
And yeah, so Josh, I'm not sure if you were here when we were actually going through the demonstration of it, but you can actually adjust the amount, like the sensitivity of it, like how quick it triggers. So I have it like as far as like how quickly it triggers, I have that at the medium setting. I can also set it to where it triggers really fast. Like that. Like that, you know? Or very slow, you know? Where it's a, you know, I have it, yeah. Hold on. I have it, you know, like in the medium setting. That feels a little bit more natural to me. That one feels a bit more natural, like a more natural fade and blend, you know. But yeah, that's ducking. That's ducking. Bomb. Bomb. What up? Boom. What up? Boom. What up? And this is a very extreme example of using audio ducking, just because, you know, like, you see what this game is, right? So just imagine what it's like, you know, whatever it is, whatever your favorite game is. But this is, you know, like, to me, like the best example of demonstrating, you know, a feature like this. Hey, yo, Ek, what's going on with you, dog? Appreciate you pulling up, baby. How you living? Who else? Who else here? Oh, goofy ass on. But yeah, Ek, how you living, player? I mean, off the top of my head, just feels like the only thing that this might be missing. I'm gonna listen back to my stream after I do it, but an onboard de-esser would have been nice to have, you know. But who knows? Upon listening to it, I may not even need it, you know. I may not even need that joint. I tried to EQ my voice in a way to where, you know, those frequencies would be, you know, I would, you know, rein those in just a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see how it looks. It says preparing for the week. Hey man, it's gonna be a big week, baby. It's gonna be a big week. Let's talk about it. Oh, you. Oh, boy, I ain't even see you, bro. That's crazy. Let's go, bro. I was absolutely far enough from that explosion, bro. Come on, man. Show me some love. Show me some love. Yo, how I get hit during the cutscene, bro?
Demonic leader identified.
That is fake news, dog. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? There you are. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here. That's what I love. That's what I love. You know what I mean? That's what I love, baby. All right, so that was audio ducking. That was a demonstration. You know, Doom is my favorite, you know, my favorite franchise, you know, for as far as shooters are concerned, man. For that reason, man. Just because it's so chaotic, and having a chaotic video game to demonstrate audio ducking, can't get any better than that, you know. So if you can see that, you know, a game like Doom can be tamed with audio ducking, and how you can, you know, definitely take advantage of your ability to, you know, keep the sound punchy when you're not talking, but not lose the, you know, the personal effect of, you know, it being a stream and watching a streamer. You know, you still want, you know, their voice to be highlighted. You know, you still want their personality to be highlighted, even in the midst of the chaos. So that's an example in which, you know, audio ducking is just a crazy feature. It's crazy. And it's all done on the machine. So dope. So dope. But yeah, I can also get ready to hook it up to my PlayStation so that y'all can see, you know, how it, you know, how you would connect it with a PlayStation and all that. That'll actually be my first time doing so. So this will be fun. This will be fun. See. No, that cord might not reach. Let's see. Possibly. We'll check. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out either way. But yeah, I know there are, a lot of console gamers out here, They did not forget about y'all either. Now, being transparent, one thing I have noticed, let's see, you can go back to the JC. One thing I did notice though, or I mean, it's not just that I noticed, it was publicized, but you cannot connect the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox to the USB part of the XLR Pro for whatever reason. They require like an authenticator chip or something like that, It has something to do with either the presence or the lack of an authenticator chip that doesn't allow, the XLR Pro to be used, for all of its function on the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox. So you would have to use the line in feature, which is okay. You just use a, 1/4-inch cable coming from, the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch and plug it into the line in of your XLR Pro, and you get the same functionality. So I'm just going to plug, a line in plug it, from my Nintendo Switch and just keep it in the line in of my XLR Pro. But that's what you would have to do. Like, so not all consoles are compatible with it in that, from the USB port. Some consoles or some, devices you may have to line into, but, it's a mixer. So it does have a line in port on it, but that's just what you'll have to do. Anyway, we're going to hook this thing up to a PlayStation 5 Pro, because that is compatible. So, just give me a few moments to, swap wires and, all that good stuff. I'm going to mute the game audio in case, something crazy happens. Throw on some music in the meantime. But yeah, if anybody has, questions, thoughts, feedback, I would love feedback if at all possible. That is genuinely appreciated, because I am this is very much trial and error. Emphasis on the error part right now. Okay. Not sure where that short cable went. Either way, doesn't matter. Use another one. Oh, duh. Short cable was in my PC. I'm goofy for that. All right, let's put the mic right here. All right. Just gonna switch the port now so that we get video. Okay. All right. Mission accomplished. Said, hey Jet, have you played Black Myth Wukong? I have not. I have not played it. And Gentatsu, how's it going, partner? Appreciate you pulling up. But no, I have not. Okay. There we go. All right. We cooking, baby. We cooking, baby. Said not too bad. You should give it a shot sometimes. Pretty fun. It looks fun. It looks fun, but I've heard that it's a little bit like, you know, on that soul side of the game, and I'm not really, you know, not really too inclined on, you know, messing with those joints. Yeah, I heard that joint is kind of like on the soul side of the game. All right. Let's switch scenes. Bang. All right, so now we have our PlayStation. We have our XLR Pro hooked up to said PlayStation. Let's see here. Output device. As you see right there, it says USB headset, Wave XLR Pro. Boom. Boom. And we're going to change that. So now we have our audio. Boom. We have our audio coming through. Yeah. Our audio A1. It's coming through that. Interesting. Haven't seen that before. Let's see. Yep, USB headset, Wave XLR Pro. Boom. Okay, so what I'm going to do to demonstrate is to make sure that it works. I'm going to mute my mic on stream. Muting my, you know, stream output. My mic is only going to come through the PlayStation. So with the way you play fighting games, I don't think Wukong will be that tough. Okay. All right, I'll give it a shot. But them Souls games, man, I hate their difficulty. Like they're fake difficult. They're fake difficult. They're not hard games. They just cheat. They just do a bunch of bullshit. You know, they just randomly break the rules. You know, anyway. Shout out to people that like Souls games. You guys have the patience of monks. Yeah, I'm gonna mute my stream mic, and I'm gonna demonstrate how the mic will come through the PlayStation audio still. Why is it not coming through? Let's see. Let's figure this out. Let's see. Is it sound? Microphone. Okay, USB headset. Yeah. Yeah. Adjust mic level. Still not showing up. Okay. Let's see. There might be a setting I need to change. Might be an output setting. Let's see. So what are you playing tonight? Good question. Good question. I'm just kind of demonstrating this new new audio mixer that I got. It's a good question. I've been demonstrating several games. So it's been shown several times across their games. If you slow them down, the enemies warp to you. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that, bro. Let's see. Yo. It is showing up. Let's see, hold on. Yo. Okay. No, still not showing up. Interesting. Let's see. Yo. Nothing. Okay. See, is there software effects, voice focus? No, ducking, no. Okay. That's it. Output. Let's see. Yo. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Let's see. Huh. I wonder how this works as far as the output. Oh, there we go. Add output, USB out. Let's try it now. Yeah, let's try it now. There we go. Okay, so disable. Boom. There we go. Boom. Boom. All right. There we go. All right. There we go. See, adjust our level. Boom. Hey. Hey. All right. So that. All right, cool. So that's how you would use, you know, your PlayStation mic, you know, you would use your, you know, that's how you use the same mic on, you know, PlayStation that you use on your stream, you know, you're good. All right, cool. Cool. So yeah, you just have it set up as an output on wavelength. Yeah, you just go into the output settings and make sure that your mic is outputting via the USB out, because the USB out is what, you know, will be sent to the PlayStation, you know. But yeah, so you can now connect to a PlayStation party chat and use your high quality microphone, or you can just plug into your, you know, Wave XLR Pro and use your high quality headphones. You know, it's a DAC, you know, it's something that, you know, you can use, you know, to get your mic right, you know, you straight, all that. And welcome back, Phil. Welcome back, dog. But yeah, it's a really, really cool device. Really cool device. Yep, you're good. You're good. Yep. All right. Yep. It's still going through there. Yeah, it's still going through there. You can adjust your levels however you want to. You know, if you feel like it's too hot. You know. Boom. So you have your mic, you have it with all the EQing, all the effects that you put on your joint. You good. You good. You know? Yeah, you are Kel and Ed, you know? You can pull up like something like Ghost of Yote. You know, boom. See how it sounds. Yeah. This is fire. This is fire. Said, oh. Said the video is mad delayed? Really? Really? I mean, I know that because I'm streaming in 1440p, that it might be a little bit, you know, it won't be as responsive as the Twitch stream or the vertical on YouTube. Because I do have the ultra low latency on the vertical stream on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's cool on your way, Ed. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, good looking out, y'all. I appreciate the feedback, because I want to make sure that everything is on point for what we're gonna be doing this week. Yeah, for everything we doing this week, man, I want to make sure that we on point.
Where is Mangoro?
Mangoro
refused to release him.
I told you this would happen.
I brought you the musket he stole.
Not good enough. Need someone who will get the Uni's attention. Someone like Clan Matsumae's golden boy.
Golden boy.
No, absolutely not.
Then bring me Mangoro.
Hatsu, I cannot defy my own clan.
You
Oh, no,
already did
Kelly,
by
you good.
helping me.
You could.
By
You
being
good.
here
I mean,
now.
because you never know. Like, when
Uni killed our father.
you have issues, man, definitely speak
We
up
have to
on them,
do
because you
this.
just never know. It could be something that needs to be taken care of on, you know, on my end.
I agree to act as your prisoner. We need to be
Yeah,
careful.
man, y'all definitely
Patient.
see something, say something.
Said we wait until nightfall. Then I free you.
And then we assassinate the Oni together.
I'll even let you keep his head. A gift for your commander.
We won't get very far if they recognize you. Check the pack on my horse. There's a mask and some clothes you can borrow.
That you just happen to keep on you?
You aren't the only one that knows a few tricks.
The rope's too tight.
It's fine. Any looser and they'll be suspicious.
Check this real quick. Remember volume. Yep. Run the headphone volume all the way up. I'll adjust it in my ears. But all right, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we good. But how's the sound?
Lower
Like,
your bows. I bring gifts for the Oni. His stolen musket and a Matsumae lapdog.
Loosen these ropes and call me a dog again.
You're the Oni's pet now.
That is far enough. We will take it from here.
The bounty said the Oni would reward me personally.
The bounty was for Madgoro, not some samurai.
It was for the musket. And this isn't just any samurai. He is Commander Wada's favorite.
said, nah, that ducking mechanic is fire. Yeah, it is, man. 'Cause I can have the game audio louder now when I'm not, you know, running my damn mouth. Y'all can enjoy the show more.
I have never seen a woman bounty hunter before. How do I know you're not the Onryo who killed the snake?
From what I hear, she has horns and glowing eyes. All I have is this shitty hat.
The Oni pays well. You'll soon afford a better one. Welcome to Ishikari Castle. Sound the drums! Alert the Oni of our new arrival!
The Oni is just up this hill. Have you seen him since that night?
Only at a distance. He wears the same mask.
Then he'll be easy to spot.
As if I could ever forget him.
He is just a man, Tueday.
A man who murdered our father.
Yeah, the game audio was good for y'all.
Dismount and leave all weapons but the musket with your horse. He will be watered and fed.
Open the gates!
I'm with you.
A weapon of fire and pain. Where's the thief, Mad Goro?
Killed by this one. But I figured Commander Wada's golden boy was worth more than some toothless bastard.
Did you know? Take off that mask, so I can thank you properly.
You first.
Come. I owe you a reward.
Said game audio fire. Alright, bet.
Welcome to your new home, Samurai. I hope you have a strong back.
If it's anything like his sword arm, you'll be disappointed.
It's easy to taunt a man who's tied up.
Your hands will soon be free to repair this castle. Lord Saito's future seat of power.
I thought this was your castle.
I am a custodian.
These men seem more loyal to you than Saito.
Lord Saito. Disrespect his name again, and you will become a prisoner yourself.
So I called it a fighting game. Too much in Street Fighter. Yo, too much Street Fighter, man. No such thing, man. Too much Street Fighter, man. Man, did you hear about Ingrid getting tourney banned? No. What's up with it?
Kanta, we have a new guest of honor.
He stands so tall. We'll soon fix that.
Enjoy your stay, Samurai.
Death to the Matsumai!
Come, this way.
Come.
Time to collect your reward.
Yeah, I saw Justin Wong posted about it. I don't know if he was trolling, but yeah, man, he was up there tripping about Ingrid getting tourney banned.
The men are loyal.
They know I will bring them victory.
Stop her!
What is all this?
Another escape attempt, my lord. The prisoners have grown bold since Mad Goro found a way past the castle walls.
Display the body near the holding cells, so they can smell the rot.
Yes, my lord.
And find that damn exit. After you, Hunter.
Man.
Your reward awaits.
That's cold work right there, man. They display the body.
Few are allowed inside this room.
I can see why. It's dangerous to keep so many treasures in one place.
So I learned with Mad Goro. But everything is back where it belongs now. Look around while I count out your reward. Just keep your hands to yourself.
I think so. I think so. I'm not sure if it was a, you know, a long-term ban. Oh yeah, for sure, Killer. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. I ain't gonna be on for too much longer myself, man. I just kind of wanted to jump on here, man. I appreciate y'all feedback, man, helping me get on point for with this new device for the week, man. And we gonna, yeah, we gonna do this the way we supposed to, man. But yeah, man, you have a blessed night, man. Have a good start to your week, man.
Why is this musket so important to you?
Have you ever been shot?
No. But I've watched it happen to someone else.
The pain stays with you, long after the bullet leaves your body. Like fire. It scars your very soul.
Clan Saito. Yours?
My father's. The armor never fit me well. He was a smaller man.
You have no son to pass it down to?
Children require women. Both are more trouble than they are worth.
Dang.
No offense.
None taken.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No one defies Lord Saito.
Dang. Five fingers to the face.
I'll go. I'm the son. I'm better with the sword. I can save him!
Where is your sister?
Go find your mother.
Man.
I'll be right behind you. I promise.
Man.
My little wolves.
Your reward.
Keep your money. I want this.
That old thing. I don't even remember where I got it.
Wow.
Will be missed.
Take the coin, too. I'm feeling generous.
Wow. Wow.
Tell me.
For him, it was Tuesday, you know?
Is there such a thing in Ishikari Plain?
You will feast with us tonight.
Yeah, for him, it was Tuesday. Oh, Roshi, what up, man? Appreciate you pulling up, dog. You say, what device is the new XLR replacing? It's actually replacing the XLR Dot Mark II or Mark 1, not Mark II. I had the XLR Dot that was mounted to my Stream Deck Plus. and now I have the I have the XLR Pro. So I will be selling a Stream Deck Plus that has a XLR dock, Mark 1. It's not the Mark 2, it's not the new one, it's the Mark 1. But yeah. But yeah, like this joint is dope, Roshi. So were you able to get that bug fixed? No. And actually it reared its head on stream too. I just know how to fix it. I just know how to alleviate it. But no, still haven't gotten that bug squashed. No. So I heard some streamers were using a beta wavelength. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm using the most recent stable version though, because there was a new stable version that came out Friday afternoon when the Wave XLR Pro was officially released. But leading all the way up to release, like the ones that had the advanced copies, the beta testers, I'm sure they were using like beta software as well. I'm sure they were. But yeah, I mean, other than that minor bug that I experienced, and I'll probably reach out to Elgato and see if anybody else has experienced it. But other than that, this joint is fire. Like I've been able to to demonstrate the audio ducking. The audio ducking, man, that's probably my favorite feature. Like between that and the mix maximizer, which eliminates the idea, the necessity of putting a limiter on your final mix inside OBS, which takes up CPU resources. Yeah, it's really dope that all of that is handled on hardware. It's weird because the XLR does all on its own, so why it bugs out is weird. I don't think that it might not be a hardware issue. It might not be a hardware issue, actually. It might be an issue with the actual software itself, because you have to run Wavelink alongside it. I think it might be a Wavelink issue. Says audio ducking when you give me an excuse about not playing me in Marvel 2. Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy, because I will absolutely slap you up in Marvel 2 whenever you want that. Whenever you want that to happen, I will absolutely slap you up, sir. Like, that is crazy. These narratives that people come up with, that is quite crazy. That is a crazy thing to say, Roshi. How dare you say these things that even you don't believe? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Say next weekend is up, dog. Next weekend is up then, dog. Let go. So let's set up on stream. Let's do it. I'm down with that. Is that random select? Oh, you trying to go Justin Wong out here? You trying to go Justin Wong out here, man? Nah, man. I don't play Chuck's main, bro. Nah, man. I don't play Chuck's main, man. Says more fun than just going top tier. Okay. I'm down. I'm down. It'll just be a fun exhibition. It'll be a fun exhibition, man. Man, like, knowing my luck though, I would get the train all-stars though. Like I would like, one time, man, she picked Servbot, a Mingo, and I forgot the other motherfucker. Like man, I'm like, man, that's the last time I have channel points be connected to my character, man. Folks just be out here doing the worst to me. But yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that though, Roshi. That would be fun. That would be fun. It would. Yeah, Yeah, that would be fun. But yeah, the audio ducking feature on here, the audio ducking feature is really dope. It's like you can actually turn your game audio up more, and whenever you do talk, it'll automatically, just, bury the game audio a little bit so that your voice doesn't get overpowered during, moments in which you do want to still communicate to your stream. And it dynamically adjusts, so you can have it to where, if I'm shutting the fuck up or if it's a cutscene going on, something like that, the game audio is booming. It's booming. And then it drops it just a taste, when I start talking. And it does all of that inside the hardware, which is really, really sick, man. Really sick. Because I mean, like, as you know, like, because you use OBS as well, but audio ducking is not new, but you would have to do it in software, and that can be, all these software effects are, taking up, your computer's resources to run them, so the more that you have, running on hardware, it's better for your, for your system to be able to, perform other tasks. Fire. So we can do 2 random and a pick one. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If you want to do all 3 randoms, that's cool too. I ain't tripping. It'd just be a fun exhibition, man. Fun exhibition with my dog, man. Yeah. I'm down for whatever.
You'll be drunk, like the rest of us.
You be drunk.
Until then, don't go far.
Tueday, where are you?
So what game is this? Ghost of Yote.
The prisoner had tried to escape. Viennese had to destroy her body near the holding cells.
Yeah. Dope game. Super dope.
That must be where they're keeping Tueday. But how to get him out? Viennese jailer. He has the keys. Hold on, brother. I'm coming.
Don't hold back.
Watch yourself.
This is a training ring.
Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with.
That's who brought in the samurai?
Hit him harder!
Pretty face. Delay goes down. Strike fast. Strike fast.
Watch it, you flea-bitten stray!
Easy now. I'm
Yo.
not one of your prisoners. I can
Right?
fight back.
Ganta, are you being rude?
I don't like her.
You don't like anyone.
If you've got a problem, why don't we settle this in the ring?
An excellent idea. Pick up a bouquet. We don't want any casualties.
I don't fight with wooden sticks.
What is a kanabo if not a big stick?
Ha.
Prepare the castle, they said.
Face me!
Whoa. Whoa, player. Whoa, pimp. Hold on.
Careful, pretty hunter, or you'll become prey.
Whoa. Whoa, you wildin', boy.
She has tricks.
Hold that, boy. Whoa, nah, you don't get them.
Here it comes. My jailer waits.
Yeah, what's that, Wardy? What's that, Wardy? Nah, you don't get that neither. Ooh, ooh. Choke slam my ass.
Careful, pretty hunter. Or you will free.
Ooh. Ooh. You thought? You thought?
She has Here it comes.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Nope. Nope, you don't get them. What's them? No, you don't get them neither. You cool? You chillin'? Nope, you chillin'. Nope, you don't get that. Nah, pimp.
The mighty fall at last.
Yeah, at last, boy.
No more than dust in the wind.
Need a hand?
Right,
You may be a stray,
right.
but you are not without teeth.
Thank you.
An impressive display.
Your man might disagree.
You won't be popular at dinner, but you've more than earned your place. They won't try anything. These guards will escort you to the feast.
You're not coming?
I eat alone.
I eat alone. I eat alone.
You can really hold your sake. It's too bad the Oni doesn't allow strangers to stay overnight.
My loss, I'm sure.
Your horse is at the stables. Damn thing tried to bite me more than once.
Can't imagine why. I need to arm myself and go back for Tueday.
Alright. Where we go? Where to go?
I hear you, Shimaki. But we can't leave yet.
Shimaki.
Glad no one stole my weapons.
Schmucky.
Need to be careful. I'm no longer the Oni's personal guest. I'm coming, brother.
But yeah. See. Anything else? Anything else? Can't think of anything. Can't think of anything else. Is there anything else that y'all wanted to see, like demonstrated or shown with the Wave XLR Pro. It's like right now, Roshi, if you're still here, you walked in where I'm hooking it up with my PlayStation. But, you know, the dual PC works, you know, works like a charm, other than that one issue we spoke about, you know. But it's really dope that you can use your stream mic as, you know, as an in-game PlayStation mic also, so you can use your XLR mic, you know, and, you know, personal headphones on your PlayStation. You know, you're not limited to, you know, using a headset or something like that, which is really dope. You know, you get the five mixes, you know, in wavelength that are all processed on board, which is really dope. You get the mix maximizer, which, you know, helps, you know, punch your mix up, you know, make sure, you know, it's nice and loud, and, you know, and it's nice and loud and all that, you know, it's punchy, you know, it's loud and all that, you know. So what we testing? The Elgato Wave XLR Pro. It's the new digital mixing box that I got on. And I got, you know, that I ordered on Friday, and it, you know, got here yesterday. Yeah, it just came out. It just came out on Friday. So all the audio that you hear right now is being processed through that box. How does it sound, True Bleed? Does it sound good? Does it sound cool to you? So how I like it so far? I love it so far. But, you know, I'm leaning on y'all just as much. I'm leaning on y'all just as much to, you know, give me the feedback. Let me know, you know, how y'all like it. I have it set up to where, you know, has this, you know, this thing called audio ducking, so I could turn the game audio up a lot more, and it just, you know, drops the game volume down a little bit whenever I'm speaking, which is fire. That way, you know, you can hear more of the game. You don't have to worry about, you know, balancing game audio.
I see someone! Lord Saito will be pleased I found you. You are worth a fortune. This is going to hurt!
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, what you doing over this way, pimp? Let me holler at you. Where that coming from? Where that coming from? Where you at, boy? Oh, you up there. All right. Yo. Hold that. Hold that. That sound good to you? Bet. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, 'cause I got brand new equipment, man. So I want to make sure that joint is solid.
Prepare to die!
Boom. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you doing, boy? Where you think you going, boy? Where you think you going, boy? Goddamn, boy. Wave check. He ain't got none. But yeah, that's my live demonstration and kind of live impressions initially after about 24 hours with the Elgato Wave XLR Pro. We will be definitely experimenting more with it throughout the course of the week, because we are streaming the PlayStation State of Play on doing that on Tuesday. Friday we're doing the Summer Games Fest, so that's gonna be a go. It's gonna be a busy week, man. But in the meantime, between time, man, before you head out, before we disband, definitely hit the like button on your way out if you haven't done so already, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, watching this on the back end. Of course, Dre ass gonna be dipping out as we leaving. Man, leave it to this motherfucker, man. He want to show up when everybody leaving, but he want to talk about me being late all the time. He always talk about me being late to today's show, man. This motherfucker, he pulling up 3 hours in. You know, man, leave it to this motherfucker here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, be on, goddamn people, I swear. Appreciate you, dog. Always. Hope you're feeling better over there, man. You know. Hope you're feeling better. So I hit the dislike button. And yeah, per usual. I expect nothing less. You know. Yeah, accidentally. Yeah, I know. But yeah, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. We'll be tapping back in on Tuesday, man. We're gonna stream this. We're gonna stream that State of Play, man. We're gonna talk about it. You know. We're going to see Wolverine and whatever else they end up showing. So, meantime, man, take care of yourselves and each other, man. I appreciate all the feedback that y'all gave me on, on the audio side of the game. Help me, get my shit together. And look forward to the the videos that I have, about the Wave XLR Pro. Looking forward to them joints, man. Y'all help give me a lot of data. Things that I can use on it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Take care of yourselves and each other, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all be good. Peace.